Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the FREDTV Sports Report. I'm Evan Massoud, coming to you from Bishop Conley High School this week. Well, it's hard to believe that we're already into mid-August and school is just a couple weeks away. But we still have some great stuff for you on the report in the next couple weeks, so be sure to stick with us. This week, I have a pair of new stories for you that I think you're going to enjoy. The first one's going to take us up Route 195 to Dartmouth's Allendale Country Club, where a group of locals came together for the 6th time to raise money for Durfee sports. Founded in 2010, the Durfee Hilltopper Athletic Foundation recently held its annual Hilltopper Classic golf tournament, sponsored by Bay Coast Bank. Foundation President Carol Fiola and her family have been associated with Durfee High School for years. She's thrilled to help her community in a unique and fun way.
Both of our daughters, of course, played basketball at Durfee. My husband played basketball at Durfee. We saw that there was a need, up close as parents, but we wanted to wait until after our children were gone, so it didn't look like we were just doing it for them. And we started this with a whole bunch of people who are on the board, good community people, and we feel very proud to have help in this little way.
Melissa Karam-Panchley of the Fall River School Committee is the foundation's treasurer. Like Carol, her connection to the Hilltoppers is personal, which is why she felt compelled to get involved.
My uncle coached the basketball team for many years and had a lot of success, so my family's always been involved in Durfee athletics. I think that the alumni of Durfee are very proud, and I think they want to continue the traditions from when we were in school. And, there were people in their 60s, 50s, I'm in my 40s, and we have people in their 30s and 20s. We have someone who graduated last year, I know, that's participating today. So I just think there's that rich Fall River Durfee tradition where they want to see Durfee be successful in athletics.
Being on the school committee, Melissa also understands the limits of the budget, as does Vice Chairman Mark Costa. They, along with new Superintendent Dr. Matthew Malone, are grateful for groups like this one, because its funds can help relieve some of the tension on an already stretched budget.
The big thing is that the money does go directly back to the students and the student athletes, and so in that regard, organizations like this are essential to supplementing what the budget can do for the sports program. But these dollars do translate to uniforms and equipment, keeps the program rich.
Communities that value their athletics are communities that are winning. And Fall River is a place that has a history, tradition, and a legacy of success. And I think that when you have outside support, particularly through alumni, and friends, I think athletics grows, and we can have more kids participate. We can attract kids who want to move here just particularly or specifically to play for our teams. It builds morale, sets climate and culture, and really builds motivation. So I'm excited to be a part of the Hilltoppers.
Go Hilltoppers!
Former Hilltopper and 10-year Bay Coast Bank employee Mark Gendro says he looks forward to hitting the links with so many familiar faces each year, not just to play golf, but to share stories and reminisce.
I grew up wanting to be a Durfee Hilltopper, and one of the great things, this is one of my favorite days of the year, is getting to see different generations of people come together and exchange stories and get to see people I haven't seen in quite a while. We didn't have necessarily always new things. If I got new uniforms in one team through that 4-year span, that was a memorable moment. So I think that is important for a school like Durfee, where you have kids that don't necessarily come from the ideal background, that you're able to provide them or the team with stuff that they might not have. So this is extremely important.
Another former athlete, now coach, Taylor Brown, has seen firsthand what the foundation can do, reaping the benefits of their fundraising with new jerseys and equipment for the football team over the past couple of seasons.
They helped us out with purchasing some equipment for us that we need to help the football team build as a program itself, which has helped us take strides forward. And I think it's a great opportunity for us to get together as one and support our kids at the same time.
We know that sports gets kids into college. We know that sports teaches values. We know that sports connects and builds relationships. We know that sports saves lives. It keeps kids off the streets, keeps them engaged. The heart of schooling is really, the classroom, but the heart, the fun part of school is through athletics.
With this event and the annual fundraiser held at the Cultural Center each fall, the foundation has raised over $50,000 in just over half a decade. Now, in the LaFrance Gymnasium right behind me, a former Durfee Hilltopper turned Conley Cougar recently held an all-girls basketball camp, something that Fall River hasn't had in quite a while. Here's an inside look at the McDonald School of Hoops.
I started it because there's no real girls basketball camps around here. That's just strictly all girls. Most of them are girls and boys. And, you know, some girls aren't comfortable with that, so I wanted to get them out here, you know, playing. When I was a kid, Vic Pereira ran an all-girls camp, and that was one of my favorite ones to go to. But like I said, there's not much around here for just girls.
9-year-old Lila was not camera shy when she told me that this camp was all about girl power. She says she's also very excited to be improving her skills for next season.
A lot of boys say that girls can never be good as boys at like sports, but I think they're wrong.
Lila explained that this camp is helping her socially too, because next season she and some of her fellow campers will be on the same basketball team.
I'm going to be joining Westport in a little while for girls basketball, and some of the girls from here are going to be on the Westport team too, so I get to know them when I go on the team.
Coach McDonald graduated from Durfee in 2010 and took over the Conley girls basketball team last year. And after just that 1 year, she's beginning to see how different it is to be a coach versus a player.
You can't control it. You can only, you know, tell them what they need to do, but you can't make them do it. So it's kind of learning the ropes of, you know, what your coach went through when they were telling me what to do and I wasn't following directions or wasn't doing exactly what they said. But, you know, all the girls have been working hard here today. All the girls I coach at Conley, they work hard, and that's really all you can ask for.
Coach says one major component of a team's success is the ability of the players to work collectively and not have it be just a one-man show. Morton basketball player Nicole Parks would agree.
You have 4 other players. You can't do all the work by yourself because eventually you're going to get tired and you're going to be a ball hog and you're going to be overpowered, and plus there's 5 other people playing against you, so you can easily get shut down if you play by yourself and not pass the ball to your teammates.
For Coach McDonald and her players, this camp was a slam dunk with great numbers and a lot of first-time participants. She hopes that it will pave the way for more camps in the near future.
This is my first time meeting most of them, and I was really impressed with a lot of them who do truly love basketball. And, you know, a couple parents have come in and asked, you should do another week, you should do another week, and so that's obviously good to hear. The numbers were a lot higher than I expected. The girls have been great. They're working really hard, no one's complaining, and I'm really impressed with the girls that we have here.
And I can tell you personally that the enthusiasm in the gym while I was there was sky high. It was really a fun week for everybody involved. Now, next week, right here on the FREDTV Sports Report, weather permitting, we'll take you back to the baseball diamond as we begin our exclusive coverage of the Fribble postseason. The standings are tight. The competition has been real close throughout the summer. It should be a great playoff bracket, so you want to tune in each Friday night at 7:30 right here on Channel 9. Until then, I'm Evan Massoud reporting from Bishop Conley High School. As always, thanks for watching.